What the hell is that? Oh. The ground is shaking. What does that even mean, bro? Wait a second. Don't tell me there are trolls here. Oh, you are actually joking, bro. Just when I make defenses. Hello, everyone. My name is Cash Kaizen, and welcome back to another episode of Valheim. So, I just got back from doing a few, I won't say trips, it was pretty much one trip, but I made a trip to the Black Forest just across the way, because I was thinking, you know what, it'll be a good thing for us to have maybe just a stack of copper and a stack of tin, just in case we need it for anything, you know? And funny enough, I came across the most amazing pile of tin. I ended up getting 2 stacks just from, the place we I docked. And I remember in the meadows, or that area, not specifically the meadows, but that area where we were, it was so difficult to actually find tin, and I had to, explore so many different places. I kept thinking, like, why is it so difficult? And I was just wondering how my, beginner area didn't have any tin at all. And I just realized that, like, just because you are in an area that doesn't give you what you need, doesn't mean that you have to be stuck in that area. And yeah, I mean, we came to a new place, a new area to mine copper and tin, and I mean, we got so much from it. I was gonna do more copper mining, but unfortunately my pickaxe broke and I kind of nearly got trapped, and I was very worried because I thought that I wouldn't be able to unstuck myself without losing everything. And so I logged out, logged back in, and I was still stuck. My pickaxe was broken. I was basically wedged between the copper node and the ground. And without a pickaxe, you really can't get out of that. So lucky enough for me, when I thought about it more, I realized that I can just cultivate. And lucky you don't need anything to really cultivate with in terms of bench or whatever, So I cultivated the ground beneath me, and it kind of lowered the ground just enough for me to slide under. So that was a complete lifesaver. But yeah, the end of the last episode, we did a bit of fishing. We did some recollection of, why we're getting into this. We got a little bit of, I think, copper from the other area that we sailed to. We built another boat. So we did a lot in the last episode. And now in this episode, my plan is, and has been for a very long time, was to really increase the defenses of this swamp area. I feel like we've left it for quite a long time, and I really just want to make the swamp area more safe, more enjoyable, and make our base a little better. I mean, this is kind of it's not really the best base to be honest. So when I left you guys, I was doing a little bit of fishing, and if you just saw a peek of earlier, I got quite a few fish, right? I noticed that we needed a preparation table, so I built one again, even though I, deconstructed it last time. And it allowed me to turn the fish into raw fish, which is just cut up fish, I think. And then you can make different baits. And now, finally, there is a use for the trophies, because you can make these different types of baits using these trophies. Okay, we don't have really any, we have one, I think, but we don't have many fueling trophies. But in terms of mossy and sticky fishing bait, we can definitely get that, especially mossy because we have so many troll trophies. So finally we can do that, and that's what I want to try out as well, because when we went to the ocean we weren't able to fish there because the fish didn't want that type of bait. So the plan for this episode is not only to upgrade the swamp base and its surrounding area, but also do a little bit more fishing and experiment with what fishing or what fishes we can what fish we can actually get. So I wanted to see, yeah, everything is ready. That is fantastic. So we are currently in the process of maximizing our farm, and we got 9 seeds from that, so just as we thought, it was 3 seeds for even the turnips, so that's great. So now we literally we planted 50 carrot seeds, which means this is going to give us 150 carrots. We're going to take 100 of those carrots when they are fully harvestable, and we're going to turn those back into carrot seeds, and then we're going to use the 50 carrots in our cooking. The turnips at this point, I just want to maximize it completely, so all those 9 seeds I'm going to turn into turnips, of course. And then when those 9 turnips arise, we are going to turn those straight back into seeds. And then once we have a massive amount of seeds, then I will be a bit more comfortable in, you know, cooking our different foods that we wanted to cook, such as the turnip stew or soup, as well as that black stew. So another plan of mine is to get stone, because, well, that fits into the first plan of ours, which is to upgrade the swamp base. So we need a lot of stone, because I want to make not only a stone foundation, but maybe stone walls, if that will be better for durability, which I'm sure it will be. So there is a quarry, if you remember in our previous episodes, just up the way from here. So one of you did mention that you usually have a teleporter that goes to a place where you collect materials, and I was thinking that might be a good way just to transport the stone back to the swamp instead of running back and forth, you know. So I'm going to do that. And before I forget, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe the video if you're enjoying this series. It really means a lot to me. Our goal is to try and hit 200 subs by the end of this month, or rather the 10th of September. So I'll be really happy and excited if you could help me on this journey. We're already growing our community day by day, and it makes me so excited to continue this journey with you and really build this channel into something special. So yeah, before you finish watching, please hit that subscribe button. So I'm gonna quickly just plant all these carrots, because there is 150 that we still need to plant, and another 90. So I will plant them, and then I will be right back. We'll go and collect some stone and prepare for upgrading our base. Okay, so that is our carrots and our turnips planted. You can see there are so many of them. I'm excited. To be honest, you know, farming is one of my favorite things to do in survival crafting games, funny enough, because it's so calming. Like, you just, you know, I think there's something so natural about farming as like a human species, because we really want to just be one with nature. And before I continue that thought, I just want to create a teleporter that goes to that quarry, because there's so many stones and we really need stone. So let me quickly, yeah, I don't have any things here, so let me quickly get the cores and then I'll be back. So I was saying that, now that we're here, I was saying that farming is such an enjoyable aspect of survival crafting games. And I think one of my favorite farming games, not particularly a survival crafter, is Stardew Valley. And the wife and I absolutely love playing Stardew Valley together. I think it's the most comforting game that I've ever played. It's like a dream of mine to Stardew Valley is just the best comfort game that I've played. I'm sure there are many others. I would love to try them, but that just comes to the top of my mind when I'm thinking about, you know, farming. It does it so well, so brilliantly. And actually, I think Concerned Ape is working on his second game, The Haunted Chocolatier. I think it's coming out next year, so that is so exciting. I absolutely love Stardew Valley, so I know I'm gonna love his next game. And it's such a nice game to play with your partner, you know? So yeah, I was saying that farming is such a relaxing aspect of survival crafting games, and I think it's a very human thing to love farming. It's very one with nature, you know? You're really plowing the ground, maybe you barefoot. I like being outside barefoot. It really helps me ground and recenter. And you know, being barefoot in the dirt, if you have animals, like farm animals, interacting with them probably is even a different level of experience. I haven't experienced that yet. The wife and I always talk about how we need to work towards, you know, getting a farm one day. And I think that's why we love, well, most people, not everyone, everyone's different, right? But I think most people can agree that farming is such a amazing experience. And you know, planting the carrots, planting the turnips, getting our farm going, it's obviously still in its beginning stages. I'm really excited to see what else we can plant, but it's so rewarding when you harvest all your fruits of your labor, that is, and you get such a lovely harvest, and then you do it again and try different types of fruits and vegetables and whatever else you can make. And then from there you even make foods. And I mean, now we have turnips, so we can make turnip stew, we can make the blood bag stew. There's so many different aspects of it. It's not just limited to farming, you know? And that's what I love about it so much, especially in these survival crafting games, because they do it so well that one thing leads to the other. And I think we do have some good stacks of stone here. I just wanted a few more, and maybe I can create a chest outside here. I just need some wood, because we are going to do a big project. Do not get me wrong when I say we are doing a proper base upgrade. to the swamp. I've left it way too long, and I know some of you may have been waiting for this upgrade. I hope you are excited, and please give in your comments on what you guys do with your bases. I'm very excited to hear, you know, how everyone's bases have come out. What was their favorite aspects of it? What was the most maybe annoying aspects of it? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. So going back to farming, I think the thing that made me focus on maybe the wrong aspect, or not maybe the wrong aspect, maybe that's a wrong word to use, but made me focus too much on the battle aspect, right? They do the battle aspect very good, and I think that's why I got like stuck in it, because I kept wanting to get the new item, the new resource to upgrade my swords, upgrade my axes, upgrade my pickaxes, my armor, etc, etc. And if I remember, I was thinking in like the first few episodes, like, you know what, I would love to hunt deer. And that was when we were still in the meadows, you know? And I was just thinking like, you know what, if we just had a better tool or weapon, maybe we can hunt deer more efficiently. I know we had the bow and arrow, but then the bow and arrow had its downfalls, you know? And so I was thinking, yeah, what about the next upgrade? Maybe that'll make it easier. And from there, I kind of just forgot what I was actually upgrading for. And it became just falling into the next trap of like, oh, I need the next weapon, next tool. Upgrade this, upgrade that. But then at the end of the day, what I actually wanted, and I'm sure most of you agree, is we want to do the basic things as well, not just do the big things. Because the things like farming and upgrading our bases is actually so rewarding. Because once you finish farming for the day, you don't really finish farming in general, but like once you finish farming for the day, or you build a certain section of your home, you like look back and you're like, wow, you know, that's quality of life. Whereas if you verse a boss, you just like, okay, that's nice, on to the next boss, you know? It's not like you can really appreciate it. And maybe you have a different opinion about that, that's fine. That's just my, you know, thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments below what you like enjoy the most about Valheim, because of course everyone will enjoy different aspects, and at the end of the day we're just trying to relax, you know? It's not even about beating this or beating that or upgrading this or upgrading that. It's just about having fun, de-stressing from the day, trying to recenter when you had a bad day, or maybe you had a good day and you want to celebrate by giving yourself time to relax. Gaming is just something that is so beautiful that it can be used on a good day, a bad day, and it's just there to help recenter and de-stress. Well, that's how it is for me anyway. So I just wanted to fix up my pickaxe because it is a little bit damaged. And I am noticing that my pickaxe is going pretty quickly. It's not really lasting as long as I would love it to. But in any case, we have another nearly 4 stacks of stone. I know stone goes very quickly, and we also have to think about when we go to bone mass, because I did tell you guys last time or last episode that the area that bone mass is in, the altar, is quite flooded. So we will need to increase the height of the floor so that the water doesn't affect us too much. We don't get wet, we don't start swimming midway through the battle, and we don't even have weapons in our hands. So that's going to take a lot of stone, so I'm just thinking ahead and collecting as much stone as I can. But for now, the plan is to upgrade the base. We'll have the extra stone when we need it, and that's perfect. But today, we're upgrading the base, making defenses, and that's why I did do a lot of wood collection in a couple episodes ago, because I had the plan of upgrading the base and our defenses. So yeah, I think I'm really in a good space again with Valheim, where, and not only Valheim, with content creation in general. Maybe I got, because I'm still very new at this, I mean, it's just out of a month, you know? I got a bit too caught up in the flashiness of what I thought people wanted. But at the end of the day, like myself included, when I did watch a lot of like YouTube growing up, it was more just wanting a relaxed kind of video to watch. And there's nothing wrong with action, like I did watch a lot of action videos, but most of the things that I watched was relaxed and comforty. And that is the kind of channel that I want to create, you know? Have a balance. So let me just collect the last of the stone, and then we can head back to the swamp and start planning what we want to do with everything. Okay, so I did transfer things back here. I created some chests. And now we need to figure out where are we going to create the boundary of our, let's call it base area. So I'm thinking, because this is a natural, you know, deterrent, we can create a wall that starts here, goes here, and just put it maybe our height, maybe say 2 blocks high. And then here we're gonna have to make a wall, probably from this big tree or even this big tree, and join it, or you can even join it from this straight to the tree here. Hey, there's some changes lying on the ground, I didn't even realize. And yeah, that could be straight from this tree to this area, and then from this tree join this tree here, so that people just don't run into our base. You know, I feel like it's been a lot. This area here or there, I'm gonna build a docking place, so that we can, you know, easily put our ship, and then we can go to the Black Forest if need be, and of course travel to the mountains and the plains whenever we need to go there. So I did say it's gonna come here, so let us just make it up to this boundary wall, because why did I just dip into nothing there? Because the stone wall's gonna come all the way here. It does look nice, eh? Even though we're kind of just painting the floor with stone, but I like it. It has a certain charm to it. And I'm not going underneath the base yet. Once I think about how I want to sort out the look of the base, where the base will be, then I will, if I need stone, I will go back and get some. So should be good like that. I do want to leave a small gap for gate, so that is the plan. I just want this to be, how do I shift will be how I snap and unsnap. Okay, that's probably good like that. And then I'll make a small gate like this. Yeah, that actually fits perfectly. Wait, that is just a cage gate. Yeah, that also fits perfectly. I don't know how I measured that so perfectly, but I did. And then for this side, can do it like this. See, it fits in quite nicely, and that will prevent the blobs, I guess, from, you know, coming inside. I don't know, we could. Let's just try it on this side and see how it works or how it looks. Obviously, in the future, when we have a shit ton of iron, then we can just replace it with iron so we can actually see who's behind. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this building. If there's any improvements that you guys would think of, I would love to hear them. Okay, so that's that, right? Now, our dock is going to be over here. And what I could do is just make a small channel to go to the base. We'll just have to figure that out. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that. Look at that. That is not very aesthetically pleasing because it is not in line with the wood. Get out of my way, brother. Okay, so get that iron. It has to be on the outside. And that is way more aesthetically pleasing. Yes. Okay, so that looks good there. This is a bit annoying, I have to admit, because it's not the same height. But I'm thinking we put the wooden stakes all the way around now that I see it. Because the blobs can come from anywhere. If I need blobs, I know I'm gonna come across blobs, so really there's no need to like stress about that. The only person or enemy I can think that would be able to have a chance here, and I'm just talking about basic enemies, I'm not talking about bosses and things, is the troll, because those are very hard hitters. They have they seem like they have very high DPS. Just a little wall that can fit underneath, you know? You can, definitely can. And I can just join it to that. So let me... What the hell is that? Oh. The ground is shaking. What does that even mean, bro? Wait a second. Don't tell me there are trolls here. Oh, you are actually joking, bro. Just when I make defenses. Why is he... Okay, it's fine. We're gonna take you on, bro. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm not blocking. I need a block. Why am I not blocking? I'm like... I am trying. Okay, there. I was just timing that incorrectly. Still time it incorrectly. Wow. Every shot was... I don't know why I mistimed every single shot, guys. That was actually embarrassing. That was, I have to say, a little bit embarrassing. A little bit embarrassing. Okay. So, how am I supposed to get my stuff? Okay. Yes. Die! Motherf... In your ass, in your ass, in your ass, in your ass. Okay. So obviously the game developers did that, like, as soon as you craft a wall, a troll is supposed to just come and screw up your day. How is there no workbench? Oh, it got destroyed by the troll. Great. I don't know exactly what to say about that, guys. That was... yeah, that was an experience to say the least. Yeah. I'm trying to fuel this. I don't know. I think I'm still in shock. I'm definitely in shock that they would just send a troll here. And is it funny? I don't know. Are the developers like listening to me when I said like the only thing that could probably destroy the walls or get through were trolls? I don't know. I don't know if it's poetic, like it just poetically happened. Murphy's Law. No, man. Where the hell did you come from now, brother? I'm tired of these mother... just tired of them. Now I have to drink this. All that effort for the troll just to come out of nowhere. But to be honest, it wasn't really for trolls because I wasn't expecting a troll to come to the swamp. But now I have learned to expect every single unexpected thing, right? If anything, blob mass will probably come to us. I don't even have to go to blob mass. From now on, that's how I'm just gonna think, guys. But yeah, we made a beautiful boundary wall, if I have to say so myself. That gap is a bit annoying, I have to say. How? Where is he hitting me from? That is, like, even possible. Okay, no, guys, I want to know. I want to know right now how in the app... oh, he's behind it. Okay, never mind. Never mind. But I want to know, where did he come from? Where did this guy come from? Because there is nothing around here. He can't, unless he walked... don't tell me he walked, because that really pissed me off. Okay. I know I'm supposed to just break it down. What do you mean? I'm supposed to be ending this video because we are right on the precipice, but I am bothered, guys. I am big time bothered. What? Okay, fine. We'll put it like that. We'll play your game. We will play it fairly. I don't have any problem with playing a fair game, guys. No, don't zoom out. A leech better not eat my ass. Okay, we will just have to leave that for now. Now that's bothering me. Oh. Okay, so I really hope that no one can come around this wall. But what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to have to make a wall now to this tree, because people can probably spawn in the water and just walk in like that skeleton did. I thought I was losing my mind, I won't lie. But anyway, that'll probably have to be in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let me know your thoughts. I'm sure you guys have your own bases that you've built, so I'm really keen to hear what you guys did. You can let me know what improvements that I might want, and yeah, we can build this base together. I'm really excited for that. We're probably gonna now renovate this entire base in the next episode, make it more vertical, make it more stone, make it more beautiful in general, you know? And yeah, I'm really excited to base build. I mean, the boundary wall already is looking gorgeous. Flippin' hell, that log scared the shit out of me. And yeah, the boundary wall is looking great. It didn't really work against a troll, but anyway, leave that aside. Forget about it. It never happened. I never died, embarrassingly. And yeah, in the next coming episodes, let's make this base as beautiful as possible. We'll probably do a bit more fishing. We'll get more resources. And once we're done with that, then yeah, we can get more iron, maybe add some iron stuff to this base, whether it's gates, cages, whatever the case, we can do. I'm really excited to do all of those things. So yeah, guys, if you haven't already, hit that sub button and let us reach our goal, our 200 sub goal, by the end of 10th September. I'm really excited to see how we can grow our community together, really make this a cozy environment for all of us. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.